What is up, collector family? Back, as you can see from the thumbnail and the title, a games pickups video, games stuff video, because it's been way too long. Been slacking on the channel with all the gaming stuff. So we are back to show you what I've picked up over sales, Black Friday, Christmas, all that just bundled into one, clearance items. Huge news for the channel and the game room. Two big things, actually. We'll get to that in a moment. And the first big announcement that I want to go into is, as you guys know, in the gaming landscape right now, the hardest things to come by has been the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. And Hidden Gamer Collector has secured Xbox Series X last week Saturday. GameStop did a surprise order in store, ship to your house only. And the GameStop out by me, one of my buddies called me up. He got one. Called me up. I rushed down there. PS5s were gone. Got the Series X. And it should be here. It says tomorrow. But it says it's shipped and it says tomorrow. But we'll see. GameStop's a little shaky on the shipping. So as long as it's here before I'm off for Christmas, we will do a complete unboxing of the Xbox Series X on this channel. Yeah, let's get into some of the stuff. Let's talk about Cyberpunk, my thoughts, and then I also want to do a top 10 for the year very soon. I just got a couple more games I want to dive into a little bit just to see if they make the list or not. And then I'll get into the other game room reveal announcement in a moment. But first thing is, I just picked this up yesterday. It is a collection coin set. I'll probably keep it sealed because this is pretty cool. I'll just hang it up somewhere in the game room. But it has to do with Mario 3D All-Stars that came out this year. Super big release for the Nintendo Switch for the 35th anniversary of Super Mario. And then I just thought this coin collection was cool. I think it's like $14.99 at Best Buy. And something cool just to add in the game room, have it hanging up and whatnot. Something like that. The next little piece that's not a game, is some more manga, or I think is what they call it. Japanese, like, comic. And it's Super Mario. So this is new. It's on Amazon. It's really cheap. It's like $9.99. It's paperback. And it's really just a comic and stories that follow all the Super Mario characters. Pretty cool. Highly recommend it. The artwork is really awesome. The cover's cool. And just another sweet addition, cheap addition to the game room. And super cool little book. If you want something that's not gaming, not literal games, but also gaming. Pretty cool addition there. I got limited run stuff. I got all kinds of stuff. First, let's get this big box out of the way. So let me stack the games down. So here it is. This was a little hard to find at first, but now I think I've seen it at Best Buy and stuff a lot. This is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Pretty cool concept. The carts are a little slow, but otherwise it's pretty cool. It comes with one cart. You can get Super Mario or Luigi. I got the Super Mario one. And then it comes with like arches to build a track and arrows and stuff like that. And you literally just build a track throughout your house. You test the track to basically pre-plan it into the system, and then you just can race the AI. You can race each other. The only downfall is each person has to have their own, and this goes for $100. So each person has to have their own. So if you have a friend that got like the Luigi one or whatever, it'd be super cool. Just get together and basically just your Switch acts as your camera, and you just drive, you just race. So pretty cool. I'd recommend it definitely for kids. It's a little slow, so it's easy. It's a little bit slower. It's not like super fast, like a gas-powered RC car or anything like that, or one of the high-powered battery ones. Definitely a kid could control it, race it, have fun with it. There's the back of the box there. You can build any kind of design track you want, and I think eventually you'll be able to buy more of these or whatever. But Pretty cool. Next up, we can dive in. I think this stack is literally just Black Friday and Christmas sale. So, oh wait, no, we got some oddballs here. Let's get into these oddball things I came across. Actually, a bunch of these are. So I was just going around. I think it was Rite Aid or Walgreens, one of the two. And you're like, gaming stuff at Rite Aid and Walgreens? Yeah, I know, it's Rite Aid. But I go to the clearance sections pretty much any store, or anywhere I go to wherever the sales and clearance and whatever is. Rite Aid, of all places, had a stack of games. And I'm not talking about PlayStation 4 or Xbox games or even 360 or PS3. No. I'm talking about PS2 games that still have the seal on them. Check out these labels for one. Here's the old label. Look at that. Here it's been marked down multiple times. So here it is. PlayStation still has the wrapper. Not in the best condition. So it's almost like... And she had a hard time ringing these up even. So I'm thinking that maybe they just found a box of games in the back. I got probably the best games that were out of the pile. A lot of them were like real like dumpy like B version games, no top like AAA titles, nothing like that. But yeah, I mean, because the wrappers are definitely old and not in the best shape either. I mean, one of these is pretty much opened already. So there it is. Here is Backyard Sports on the PS2. Baseball 2007 edition. And I think I got all these for less than $2, maybe even $1. So there's the first one. The next one was Backyard Football. Again, check this out. Still sealed. Old $5.99 tag, marked all the way down to $1.49. So check that out. Pretty funny that I came across this stuff. Here's NHL 08 with the old tags all over it. Rough wrapper up top. So, like I said, I think someone found a box of games and was just like, can we still sell these? Like, here's Topspin, rough shape. But I figured just for $1 or whatever they had them, because it was like 50% or 75% off whatever the final tag was. So, I just figured to add it to the PlayStation collection, the PS2 collection out behind me here, and funny pickup, basically. The next one here is, I believe you can still grab this at any Dollar Tree. If you head to a Dollar Tree right now, I got this a month or two ago, but they had so many, I can't imagine they're gone. Starlink, Battle for Atlas, which I believe, to me, is a highly underrated game for sure. But this was $1 on PS4. $1 at Dollar Tree. And they had stacks of them. I almost bought one for everyone I knew, just so they could have it in their collection, because it was only $1. So, Starlink Battle for Atlas, I think the Nintendo Switch version is better because it's Star Fox is involved in it, but still a very underrated game, in my opinion. And definitely worth $1 to try it out. Let's go into limited run here. What was this limited run? This is a good limited run. So limited run, guys, is if you continually watch the channel and subscribe to the channel and everything like that, you would know that I'm a huge fan, obviously, of collecting. Not only collecting, but physical copy collecting. And basically the point of limited run is to keep physical copies alive. And I think they're one of the best companies in video gaming right now. And there's some other companies that do it too, like Super Rare and stuff like that. But Limited Run, I think, does the best releases, for one. And does the best job of giving you things on top of your purchase. So here we go. Nintendo Switch, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Double box, Nintendo Switch. There's the two games. So awesome. So awesome. Look at that. Super great games. Now on the Nintendo Switch, thanks to Limited Run. And super cool. Can't wait to add it to the Switch collection here. Up in the game room. I can't wait to try them out also. And I think complete remasters of these should definitely be done. No doubt about that. And what's cool about Limited Run is they do these like really cool like trading cards almost that they number. And their whole thing. So here's the Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Outcast 1. That's the card we got this time. 0 out of 48. And their thing right there. Physical forever. So here's the other card for Star Wars Jedi Academy. Super cool artwork on those cards. And very nice. Very nice. And they always throw in like a little bit of news. Like a big news flyer thing. Like club news thing. Which is cool. Kind of shows you some of the stuff they're doing. And there's some of the stuff they plan or have available or have done. Super cool. So Star Wars Jedi Knight, I think it's sold out. They usually sell their stuff out. They do like 2 releases, 2 release times every time they make a new game. It's usually at like 10 in the morning and then again like later in the day. And most of the time it sells out. It's definitely Star Wars sells out. I'm going to add it to my, add the cards to my Star Wars shelf of Limited Run games. Super cool. Limited Run, 2 thumbs up. Next, I think we'll just go down some Black Friday deals here, and then I'll get into a bunch of new stuff. And tell you my thoughts on Cyberpunk for sure. And first, I'll just kind of zoom through these because some of these I haven't even played yet. But first, Meyer stores up here. Black Friday had bins, basically buy one get one free. So picked up Dark Souls 2 on the Xbox One. Obviously, From Software games, super difficult. Everyone's still looking for updates on Elden Ring. Sekiro won best game last year. So, add it to the collection. How much I'll actually play the Dark Souls games, I'll never know. But the other game I got, and part of that was Persona 5, which Persona 5 Royal, that came out this year, is a lot of people's favorite. Persona 5 Royal is a lot of people's favorite game this year. So, really looking to give this one a shot. I think I'd rather give Persona 5 a shot, or Royal a shot, but I'll start here and see where it goes from there. The other one was Best Buy not too long ago was doing like really good deals, like a ton of games that were like $15 or less, $10 or less. So I picked up Saints Row 4 Re-Elected on the Nintendo Switch. What can you say about the Saints Row games? Kind of knockoff Grand Theft Auto games. A little outlandish, a little crazy, a little wild. To me, Grand Theft Auto is better, always will be better. It's always got a place right here, because that kind of really took off my gaming. It's the first games I really poured hours into. That's kind of like an open world type game. So, Saints Row, still a little fun, a little kooky, a little crazy, but bringing it on the Switch, it's kind of cool. They don't have much games like this on the Switch, so pretty cool. And then I also picked up Saints Row the 3rd Remastered on Xbox One. This one I have played. I thought it was cool that it was remastered, and I'll give it a look. The thing about Saints Row is they're super flashy, colorful, and all that. So to see it remastered and play it on like the One X right now, that'd be pretty cool. This was like $9.99 or less. It might even been like $5. Ghost Recon Breakpoint for a Tom Clancy game. I have not played this one. I played the last one, like Badlands or Wildlands or something like that. It was alright. But I'm willing to give this one a shot. Ghost Recon games are hit and miss. Back in the day, they were fantastic. Now with Battlefield and Call of Duty, it's kind of like Ghost Recon takes a back seat to everyone else. So, and then the next one, which I love these games, so this was super cool to get it super cheap, is Darksiders Genesis, and with the black spine there, which if you guys know, Someone screwed up at THQ Nordic. They've fixed it now. But when the first Darksiders Remastered Edition came out on the Nintendo Switch, this is the first one they did this year. All Nintendo Switch games are supposed to have a red spine. Well, someone at THQ Nordic screwed up, and some of them went out as a black spine. I'm lucky enough to have one of those ones in my collection, so super cool. Super different, especially since everything else is red spine in the Switch collection except for that one. So it sticks out. Great games. Great little, like, I'd say like action adventure. A little bit of RPG elements. They're fun. They're fun. But I think Genesis is more like a top-down. So, super cool. Xbox One enhanced. Definitely going to give that one a shot. Let's kind of skip through here because I want to do... Here's another cheapo I got, which is a funny story about this. Best Buy actually shipped this wrong. So this was $9.99 one day. Grip, it's one of the original releases on the Switch. I think all the way back a few years ago when Switch first came out. This came out, I think, the first year, super early on. And pretty cool. Good racing game for the Switch. Switch actually has some good racing driving games available on it. But Best Buy actually shipped it to my house wrong, and what I got first time was a Digimon game. So I brought that back, and they reshipped it at the sale price. So pretty cool. Kudos to Best Buy for fixing that. We'll hop into one more limited run game, because limited run also did a little bit of a screw up in shipping. So now I can keep one of these sealed. But this year, and limited runs had a tough time with COVID. Printing everything, getting everything shipped out on time, and they've been a little slower than normal. But they're definitely still getting games shipped out. And one of their big ones this year was the Panzer Dragoon Remake. Super, super beautiful. This game is beautiful. Really short, but a beautiful game. I've watched quite a bit of gameplay and playthrough on this. And just, if you're a fan of the old Panzer Dragoon games back in the day, which I think was like Sega, I'm pretty sure. But super cool. The game is beautiful. And Limited Run actually accidentally sent me 2 copies of this. So I have 2. I'm going to keep one sealed up in the game room since it's a remake. And again, super cool. Nintendo Switch has got some fire games for Limited Run, that's for sure. And again, here's the Physical Forever, or Forever Physical cards. Here's the Panzer Dragoons cards that they sent me. Great, great, great artwork. Oh, sorry. This one's like landscape style. Super cool. Here's the other one. So they're kind of like dinosaurs, and you fly, and this is a cool game. Let's see here. A lot of these are new releases that I've picked up. Yeah. Okay, here's some more Black Friday stuff. Here's another one I've been wanting this one for a long time because I have a VR and I really wanted to try this because I want to become the Bat essentially. But Batman Arkham Vr, super cool PS4 game. This was finally on sale, $9.99 at Best Buy. So I had it shipped out, and I can't wait to get first-person look into Batman. And super cool. Just wanted to go through that one real quick. This here, I'll save the unboxing of that because I definitely want to open that because that is awesome. So we'll kind of speed through some other ones here. We'll get into a bunch of new releases, but here's another one on sale. Picked it up. Need for Speed Remastered Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. One of the best Need for Speed games of all time, for sure. Definitely check this out. I played the, I do have the, if you watch the last Games Pickups video, I have been playing the Burnout Paradise remaster that they released on Nintendo Switch. Super good, super good. Switch needed a game like that. But to me, this is OG Need for Speed for sure. The cops, when I think of Need for Speed, I think of running from the cops. So, Hot Pursuit, one of the best Need for Speeds of all time. Don't at me, bro, because this is where it's at. And a remaster on the current gens is awesome. Next, picked up a bunch of games recently. What was it? Target Target did buy 2 games, get 1 free, basically any game. And I wanted some Series X like enabled stuff, so I picked up Watch Dogs Legion. I know it's been buggy. I know it's had some issues, not Cyberpunk issues quite, but I'm pretty sure this will run better on the Series X or PS5. So definitely wanted to pick this up and check it out. I have the other Watch Dogs games in my collection. Again, the driving's a little goofy in these games, but the concept of Watch Dogs is super cool, super interesting. And looking forward to getting into that one a little bit. The next game, which this is one of the games I want to play before I do my top 10 for the year, because unlike the Game Awards, I include from January 1st to December 31st. I include every single game. They don't include December and pretty much most of November, which that's why, to me, the Game Awards is a complete farce. But I definitely want to play this before. My buddy said it's a great game. A couple little glitches here and there, but I think on the Series X, again, this will run outstanding, and that's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can't wait to see this in 4K on the Series X, and everyone loves this game. Tons of people on my Xbox Live friends list playing this all the time, and I can't wait to try this out on the Series X. It's going to be super fun. What's great about this is you don't even need to play like the last Assassin's Creed games, and you can kind of just jump right in. It's a little connected to like some like Assassin's Creed 3 and stuff, but I mean, come on, Vikings and Assassin's Creed, can't go wrong there. So we're definitely going to do that before we do the top 10 for the year, as well as this game, which I wish they wouldn't stick stickers over top of it, but definitely gonna. It's just on the plastic wrap, too. Definitely going to do this game before we do the top 10, and that's Immortals Phoenix Rising. Another one of my buddies said this game is very good, very Breath of the Wild-like, but on all gens, or all consoles, I should say, sorry. And again, Series X, Series X, Smart Delivery, whatever. I would love to see this and the look of it on Series X. And getting good reviews. A lot of people love this game. So definitely this and Assassin's Creed have to be played before we do the top 10. Otherwise, it's not a fair game award. Sorry, Game Awards, and Jeff Keighley, but it's not fair if you don't include every game. Mafia Definitive Edition. So basically, they redid Mafia, and I have to say, I beat this. I played straight through it. It looked outstanding on the 1X. Love the Mafia games. And that's kudos to 2K, because these style of games is usually left up to like, it's usually left up to something like, where we at? Rockstar. So Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto, it's usually more a Rockstar thing, but this game has that Rockstar feel, has that run and gun shooter feel. Great story, interesting characters, really fun missions, and this game looks so good on the 1X. I can't imagine what it looks like on the Series X, but this, I can tell you right now, will be in my top 10 games of the year. I had so much fun playing this again. And it's been years since I played Mafia. I think this originally was out on the Xbox 360. So, super fun. Hangar 13, you did an amazing job. And definitely I would give this a shot. And it's not super long either, so I would definitely give it a shot. 2 Switch games. 2 Switch games. 2 more Xbox games before we get into talking about Cyberpunk. Because I got a little bit to say about that whole situation. But the Switch games, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So this is a little mix bag, hit and miss. I love it, but I love these style of games. So if you're not into the Dynasty Warriors type of games, I wouldn't even bother, really, because that's what it's like. The unfortunate part is, it is part of the canon for Legend of Zelda. So this is part of the Breath of the Wild story. It's technically a prequel, has lots of cutscenes, lots of story elements to it. All the characters are in it. The Divine Beasts are in it. I think it's super cool. I think it's super fun. I've been kicking its butt. I'm probably more than halfway through it. Having super fun time with it. And what's cool is a lot of the levels are 50 minutes, an hour long. So, super fun. Just hacking and slashing and just throwing Link's bombs and just taking down bosses. Super cool. I'd give it a shot. It's probably not my top 10 games of the year, and honestly, Switch doesn't have much to include in that this year. I probably only am gonna end up having one Switch game in my top 10, but this is pretty close for me. But I love these style of games, so it's really what you like on this. But if you love Zelda, I would give it a shot. At least get some of the story, catch some of the story or whatever. Super cool. The next one, another big release for Switch this year, was Pikmin 3 Deluxe. They did a really good job on it, and it was a great idea to bring this over since it was released on the Wii U. Obviously, the Wii U totally flopped, which Nintendo has those every now and then. So a lot of people missed the game. A lot of people missed a lot of the games on Wii U, but bringing this forward, I think, was the right idea, especially in a pandemic year where they haven't been able to get studios together, get Nintendo together, get people together to make games. The easiest way to combat that is to basically port or remaster games and bring them over, because the base of the game's already there. And they did a really good job with Pikmin. It runs great on the Nintendo Switch. It was made for the Nintendo Switch, like just the controls and the way it feels in directing the Pikmin. And it should have been a Switch release. But back then, we didn't know we were going to have the Nintendo Switch, and we didn't know what the success of the Nintendo Switch was going to be. We didn't know 2020, the pandemic, was going to happen. Nintendo Switches weren't going to be impossible to find for the first half of the year. And we also didn't know Animal Crossing New Horizon was going to break records and break console records and everything like that. But Pikmin 3, if you're a fan of Pikmin games, definitely pick it up. I think it's worth the money. At this point, I'd probably wait till it's on sale, but Nintendo doesn't do sales. Nothing's ever on sale, and if they do a sale, it's only like $10, $20 off. But definitely pick it up if you're a Pikmin fan. I think it's a really good Pikmin game. So again, I'll just kind of gloss over this one. I said I wasn't going to do it this year, but they had all the sports games half off. So I really wanted NHL, but because the NHL 21 is actually a really good sports game this year, and the story, or the create a player story, is like top notch in NHL. But I've been playing through the Madden 21 one. It's called Face of the Franchise. I'm a football junkie, so I broke down and bought it. It was only half off, $30, 4K Ultra, and I'll bring it over to the Series X, see what it looks like. But just kind of, Face of the Franchise is fun, cool. Create your character, run through, have choices, and play games and build your Hall of Fame resume. Basically, it's fun. And then I want to get to this one real quick, because I think this is this game is I think this game's going by the wayside, and I think more people need to wake up and notice it, especially since it's only $40, and that's Star Wars Squadrons by EA. And Motive and Lucasfilm's involved, but this is a really good game. I bought the Xbox One, but I definitely want to get the PS4 one because it is also VR enabled, and first person. So the whole game's first person shooter from ships and squadrons, and you even get to play on the dark side and all that. Very underrated game. I highly recommend this, especially for $40. It's super fun, and it's completely different than Jedi Fallen Order from last year. This is space battling, so definitely give this a shot. I would definitely give this a shot. It's probably not going to be in my top 10, but it's pretty close. Super cool game. The graphics are beautiful. The controls of the ships is outstanding, and I would definitely give this a shot for $40. And if you find it on sale, even better. Maybe get the PS4 one if you have a VR. I would get the PS4 one. Just take breaks, because I hear it makes you sick because it's first person. and you can stop on a dime, flip back everything that they do in the Star Wars movies. You can do in these ships. Super cool. You play both sides, good and bad, so really fun. And that brings us to, as I spit everywhere, sorry. That brings us to this. The most anticipated game of the year, the biggest game of the year, Cyberpunk 2077. What do I think about this? Well, lots of things. First off, I think everyone right now is completely overreacting. Lots of games are released with bugs, so forget that. Plus, it's CD Projekt Red. They made The Witcher 3, which is the most decorated game in gaming history, probably. It has so many awards. Everybody loved The Witcher 3. Trust CD Projekt Red to fix the game, for one. 2, this game shouldn't have been made or released on base PS4 and base Xbox One. Sorry, if that's what you still have, it's partly your fault for even thinking a game like this would run on there. They should have gave a heads up. That's fair. All the gameplay, all the trailers, everything they showed prior to release was on a PC, which is totally unfair because PCs are more powerful, obviously, so it's going to run it as good as it can run it. I've been playing it on a 1X. I'll have my Series X soon, and I'm going to bring it over to that. They're supposed to release a Series X and PS5 version as well, but I think they're focused on fixing the game completely right now first. But I have had minimal issues. I had one crash and out to Xbox Home's page one time so far. Sure, a couple funky little weird things happen in the game, but what games doesn't? The Witcher 3 had small bugs at first too. So to just the attack and the refunds and the people that played it early on their PS5s and Series X's loved it, and then now they're totally flip-flopping and calling the game trash. Some YouTubers that I follow and watch as well have totally flipped the script and say the game's trash now, which is hilarious to me that you said the game was amazing, 9 out of 10, and then now a week later you think it's trash because you're jumping on the bandwagon of Twitter. I don't know. But that's a whole separate rant. Give CD Projekt a break. I think they were in a tough spot because it had already been delayed a couple times, and they just couldn't do it again. So they had to release it and just fix it from here. Plus, it came with lots of cool stuff inside. It came with stickers. It came with a booklet that explains the story. There's the stickers. Here's Welcome to Night City. The game is beautiful. Just give it a chance. Don't return it. Don't return it. They're going to fix it. Don't get a refund. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Because you're going to miss out on one of the best games, one of the boldest games in a long time. They really bit off a huge chunk here. The world they created, Night City, is amazing. And to give up on it now, only after like a week or two, is just stupid. Just keep it. Just stay at it. So just stay with them. They'll get it fixed. You know, here's a booklet they gave you to explain things. They gave you a big map. Gave you little postcards. Super cool game. I love the game. I love the game. It is probably... I don't want to ruin it. It's going to be in my top 10. The game is amazing. And the risks they took to bring this game to us is they should be rewarded. Just give them an opportunity to fix the game. Don't return it. Give them an opportunity to fix the game. Unless you're going to return it and get it for next gen, then I understand, or PC. But just play the game. The game is so good. Okay, enough with Cyberpunk. Enough with CD Projekt. They'll get it right. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to stay with them. The last thing I picked up, which was finally on sale, and I've been wanting this for a long, long time, is Ori and the Will of the Wisps Special Edition. Best Buy had this sitting around forever. Collector's Edition, I should say. Had this sitting around, but it was never on sale. It was finally on sale. And it comes with a steelbook case, the game disc, an art book, piano collections, music CD, soundtrack download, and definitely a beloved game. It's on Game Pass now, so you don't have to buy the collector's edition, but it's on Game Pass. They brought it. They've already done like a Series X enhancement to it. So let's just pop it open real quick. I mean, I should probably keep it sealed since it's on Game Pass, but I just want to do a little unboxing here with you guys. Real quick, if you're still hanging around, I know this is going to be this is a long pickups video, and that's okay, because I just need to sit down and talk about gaming for a minute. I think we all did, and it's been an odd year in gaming for sure. So there's the sleeve for Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisp. Well, here we go. It opens like a book, and look at that. Look at that. Super cool. So you pull these tabs here, and that will give you the steel book of Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps. There we go. Super cool. Let's see what anything on the inside. Ah, there it is. There it is. All right. So, beautiful, beautiful game. Here's the soundtrack cover. There's a code for it. The piano collection's there. Let's open it up and see what's on the other side real quick, which is the art book, it looks like. We'll kind of scan through that real quick, and then I'll end on the surprise for the game room. So here, oh, a hefty game. Oh, look at that! Look at that beautiful book. That is awesome. So here we go. Kind of just flip through it here. Look at that! Look at that artwork. It's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. One of the best games on Xbox One for sure. There we go. Just kind of show you guys some of the artwork. Super cool. Definitely play Will-o'-the-Wisp. It's on Game Pass, so you don't have to go out and buy it. If you're already a Game Pass member, definitely highly recommend this game. At least giving it a shot. And before we go, I'll show you what we added to the game room finally. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to pause it. Here we go, guys, on the floor of the game room. What did we add? What did we add to the game room? The big surprise, got it for half off at Meijer stores. They were clearancing them out, and that would be the NBA Jam cabinet. With the stool, with the riser. We're going to put this bad boy together in the game room. I'm going to finally have the final arcade one-up that I wanted. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next games.